14th chapter.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus answered, "Those who love me will keep my word, and my Father will love them, and will come to them, and make our home with them. Whoever does not love me does not keep my words. And the word that you hear is not mine, but it is from the Father who sent me. I have said these things to you while I am still with you. But the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything, and remind you of all that I have said to you. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not let them be afraid. You heard me say to you, I am going away, and I am coming to you. If you love me, you would rejoice that I am going to the Father, because the Father is greater than I. And now I have told you this before it occurs, so when it does occur, you may believe." The Gospel of our Lord.
Praise to you, O Christ.
You may be seated. Grace, peace, and mercy be to you from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
During this time between the resurrection of Jesus Christ and his ascension into heaven, the church has used the Gospel of John to focus on Jesus' personal teachings with the disciples. As we prepare to celebrate with those who will be graduating in the days ahead, these words of Jesus remind me almost as a commencement address. If you think about it, in this time in the narrative, it is time for the disciples to graduate. There are few opportunities left for Jesus to share with them before he ascends into heaven, and they hit the road to begin the mission that Jesus has set before them, the mission that he has trained them for. Jesus uses his words very carefully. So let me ask you this. As a parent, what would you say to your son or daughter as he or she heads down the aisle to receive that diploma, to prepare to start a new chapter in his or her life? What would your words of encouragement be? What would you say? As I meditated on our gospel lesson today, two words came to mind. Live, love. Live, love. Jesus tells his disciples that if anyone loves him, that person will obey Jesus' commands. Now notice Jesus does not say, "I will love you if." Jesus says, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." As we talked about last week, the love of Jesus Christ is a very special and a very powerful love. Who remembers what the original Greek word was for that love? Agape. And what do we decide agape love is? Unconditional, unending love. So Jesus tells his disciples and us, if you love me, you will obey my commandments. Now last week we also shared the commandment that Jesus gave to his disciples just before he took that journey to the cross, where he hung to his death and was raised 3 days later for you and for me. What was that commandment? To love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. Jesus commands his disciples and us to live love. Let's think about this for a minute. The reality is, it's pretty easy to say those three words, I love you, right? Everybody said them at least once in your life, right? They're words that are pretty easy to say. They're wonderful to hear, but often they're more challenging to live. Jesus knows this. And Jesus also knows that actions carry more weight than words. That actions speak louder than words. this weekend, we celebrate Memorial Day. What is Memorial Day? For some, it's the beginning of summer. Time to open the pool, the first cookout or picnic of the season. For most of the world, it was time to come to Ocean City to make traffic go for miles and miles and miles. A time to celebrate with family and friends. What are we celebrating on Memorial Day? We are celebrating the men and women who lived love with their last breath, who lived love for us and for our country as they served with the armed forces. For each and every one of those men and women, we give thanks and we thank God. Those words of John 15:13 echo. Greater love has no one than this, that one laid down his life for his friends. Jesus, on the cross, laid down his life for his friends, for you and for me. Sometimes it's easy for us to look at the cross of Christ and say, I love you, Jesus. But how much more challenging is it to live out that love? How much more challenging is it to faithfully act in love toward the people around us? Especially those who have hurt us, those who have angered us, those who are different than us, those that we just can't understand. Let's face it, it is not always easy. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to allow the Holy Spirit to integrate Jesus' teaching into our lives, as well as into our heads and our hearts. Sometimes it's difficult to bear the fruits of the Spirit. For many, maybe each of us from time to time, it's much simpler to say, I love you, Jesus, as we gather for worship in this place, and then ignore those implications of loving God and loving neighbor once we walk out those doors into the world. Notice Jesus assures his disciples that even though he will no longer be with them, Jesus promises them that the Father will send an advocate, the Holy Spirit. To paraphrase Jesus' words, the disciples needed to stay connected. We need to stay connected. The Holy Spirit is God's presence in, through, and around each of us. We receive the Holy Spirit in our baptisms, where with the water of God's Word, we are named and claimed God's beloved children. Not because of anything we have done or will do, not because of anything we have failed to do, but because of God's agape, unconditional, unending love for God's children. In the waters of baptism, we receive the Holy Spirit. We're given forgiveness for our sins and the gift of eternal life. Now, as we look at our text for this morning, our gospel lesson, the Spirit has two purposes in our lives, according to this text. First, the Holy Spirit teaches us all things. How many knows all things? How many of you know everything there is to know? Life in Christ is an ongoing journey. We never stop learning and growing. The Holy Spirit uses our life experiences, those mountaintop experiences, those deep valley experiences, and everything in between to teach us and to nurture our relationships with God and neighbor. Second, the Holy Spirit also brings to mind Jesus' teachings. Think about those who will be graduating in the days and weeks ahead. They didn't get to that graduation day by osmosis. For most, it's been a process of studying, of being fairly faithful in attendance, of opening those books, of putting in the work, of passing those tests. The Holy Spirit reminds us of all Jesus' teachings when we face those trials, when we're taking those tests. Jesus tells his disciples he's giving the gift of peace, but not just any peace. A peace that we know surpasses all understanding. And Jesus encourages them and us to use that peace, to live in that peace. He says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Do not be afraid. I invite you to think about today and the days and weeks ahead, all those things that are troubling your heart. Those things that are causing fear in your life. Think about them. Pray about them. And give them to God. Then you will be able to more fully live love. There was a book written a few years ago entitled Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and It's All Small Stuff. Did anybody read that book? A couple people in the 8 o'clock service did. The author's premise of this book is simple. There's no need to worry. It doesn't do any good to worry, and things will work out. I can tell you personally, if I were not a Christian, I would spend every minute of every day worrying. If I was left to my modest abilities, and my life was based on fate, I would worry every single minute of every day. But as Christians, as disciples of Christ, we really don't have to worry. Immersed in God's grace, mercy, and love, held in the palm of God's hand, empowered by the Holy Spirit working in, through, and around us, everything else truly is small stuff that we don't have to worry. We are assured that we don't need to sweat it, that we don't need to allow our hearts to be troubled. Thanks be to God for God's passion and compassion for God's children. God wants everyone to know that agape, unconditional, unending love that He has for them, so that they too can live in and live out that love. St. Francis said, "Speak the gospel always, and when necessary, use words. Share God's love always, and when necessary, use words." The most powerful way that we can share the gospel of Jesus Christ with others is through our relationships. When we incorporate the words of Jesus into our daily lives and into our interactions with others, not only do they hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, they see that love. They see that love in action. They see that love that is more powerful than anything and everything in this world. They see that love that transforms lives. Now, many of those graduates who will be walking across the aisle or the stage in the days ahead will want to go out and change the world. Those fallen heroes that we remember and celebrate this weekend did indeed change the world.